Hello, travel friends. In this episode, we're going to talk about the best Airbnb experience we've ever done. Best Airbnb, best TripAdvisor. This is by far the most enjoyable, but also the best value.
Oh, yeah.
Best bang for your buck.
So we did a Tuscan wine tour. They came and picked us up in a central location in Florence and then drove us out to the first part, which was actually a winemaking facility. Yeah. There are a lot of small wineries that partake in this facility or utilize this facility. Because we went in the fall, we went in September, it was harvest season. We actually got to see all of the farmers that are harvesting their grapes, drive them in, dump their grapes in, and kind of see the wine making process from the start. So that was just really fascinating and cool. We got to see a lot of the silos, and then we went to the cellar. Now the cellar was really cool. There was hundreds of barrels in there, and we did a wine tasting in the cellar.
And I think this is where like the value of this Airbnb experience started to kick in. They gave us a good sample of several of the wines they made there, unlimited pours, as well as some snacks, focaccia bread, great olive oil.
So after we finished up at the cellar, we then actually went to Roberto's home.
So before we get there, let's talk about the vineyards. Along our way, we got to see the grapes growing, and we got to stop and look at the grapes and also taste the grapes, the Sangiovese grapes. That was such a unique experience for me. The grapes taste unlike anything you can imagine grapes tasting. Do you remember? It was like syrup. The sugars were so concentrated in the Sangiovese grapes that it was just absurd. And
you also wouldn't eat them.
Oh yeah,
for fun. We had one and we were like,
right. It was like a sugar bomb.
That's good.
It was just so absurdly sweet, and again, it was just mind blowing because when I hear about different grape varieties of wine, right? I'm just like comparing it to the grapes that I buy at the supermarket. But this was just like opened up my mind to saying like, wow, they shouldn't even be called grapes. It's just so completely different, and I did not imagine that at all.
On that note too, when we're driving out to his vineyard, it's dirt roads and you're seeing true Tuscany. So if you're not able to rent a car and you're kind of hopping between different cities in Italy, this was also just such a great opportunity to see the countryside. It was just beautiful.
That was definitely, you saw some very scenic views on the drive that, we didn't rent a car, and that was just a great little added bonus, right, to this wine tour.
Yeah. So after we got to explore his vines, the vineyard, the grapes that should be called sugar bombs, we then arrived at his farmhouse. I would say farmhouse because he did have some animals.
I would say it's like a Tuscan villa, slash wine place slash farm. It just felt so authentic because it was. Right, it was like
very homey.
Right, there were parts that were broken down that, like he said, he was like fixing.
Like an old barn.
Yeah, it was just like very authentic.
It felt like a family get together. I think that's the best way to say it. They served us some appetizers with another wine tasting, and then we got to kind of explore the grounds. And then after that, I think where this really kicks in is. We went to a grand table. We got to taste meats and cheese and homemade pasta. And then we got to just hang out with everyone that we were there with as we're getting educated on all these different wines.
Imagine like local cheeses, local meats, right, that were made in Italy, were probably made in nearby farms, and locally made wine and unlimited portions. It was so absurd how great it was. We had a great amount of cheese.
So much cheese.
Bread, hams. It was just absolutely like the value for the money is so good. It was such a good, authentic, local experience.
Hands down, this is one of the best experiences that we've been on. If we go back to Tuscany, we're doing it again.
We're doing it again.
There's so much to learn. We loved Roberto. He had several employees that were helping as well, that were educating us on all things wine, cheese, meats, Tuscan region in general. They gave us some great recommendations. Just do it.
Yeah,
just
do it.
Again,
you're not gonna regret it for sure.
Yeah. And so it is the better part of a day. I think we started the day, the pickup was like 9 or 10 a.m. We probably got back by, I'd say 6 p.m. So you're still able to make a late dinner if you're not already full. But if you have an extra day, it's well worth going from Florence. Quick and easy pickup, drop off, amazing experience.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah.
So many thumbs up.
Okay.
All right. Cheers, friends.
Bye.